everybody. My name is Wolf Andros. I am the organist here as well as one of the ministers of music here at Broadway, and I'm very happy to see you all here for a time of Latin jazz and some flutes. The last time I think you guys were here was like a month ago. I think it was like 6 of you. So everybody at the church was so blown away. We thought, well, let's get them a concert. So a month later, here we are. So 30 pieces of flute. So it's really nice. I hope you all have been staying dry, and I hope you all didn't have to take a boat to get here. I know it's been flooding, but I'm glad that you are taking time to enjoy the day and enjoy some music. A couple housekeeping things. There's a couple bathrooms in the back. There's 2 of them right there and there. You can use that when you want to. Just make your way. And the other thing is cell phones. I think that also make a bump in the night. Other than that, I'm very excited, and I think everybody here is very excited, and I'm happy that you're here. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the Indy Women's Choir.
Okay, there we are. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for coming out. My name's Laura. I'm the director of the Indy Flute Choir. I see a lot of familiar faces and some new ones as well, so we're excited to have you guys here. This is our first time at Broadway United Methodist Church, and we're just thrilled to be in such a beautiful venue and looking forward to hopefully being back here in December. So keep an ear to the ground for that information. Our program this summer, we always do pops, and it's an all Latin music program, so you're going to hear a lot of different styles of music. I have to get my notes. There was just too many dance styles to go sans notes this time. You guys know I'm usually off the cuff, but bear with me. So the next piece is by a composer out of Bloomington, Indiana, just about an hour south of here. His name's Daniel Cueto, and it's called Circuillo. It's a dance piece, and it refers to Peru's lively north coastal dance. So you hear it's like very, almost jig-like. It's in a 6/8 meter if you're a musician. So you're going to hear that sort of like lilting feel. And the dance, the actual dance, is one where the woman dances barefoot and the man wears shoes, which I had like some feelings about. But it's okay, we're still gonna do it. And something that you can listen for in this piece that I really enjoy is the piccolos feature. Wave your little piccolos in the air. There they are. Yeah. So it's, as you know, piccolo is usually just one in an ensemble, but when you have a flute choir, you get to do multiple. So this is Circuillo. Thank you so much. I'm moving this closer, and I'm going to try not to hit it. Okay, it'll be a fun adventure. So our next piece is a Spanish polonaise, and you're going to hear me say over and over, this is a traditional dance style. That's because that's where most of the music in Latin culture comes from. It's from dancing. And this one is usually castanet driven. You guys know what castanets are? Yeah, see, Ella, thank you. You're so engaged. You guys are the best audience. So you're going to hear sort of like I don't think you're going to hear actual castanet. You're going to hear our lovely percussionist, Rick Wagner. Thank you, Rick. Mimicking some castanet rhythms for the Spanish Polonaise. Okay, I really like this next piece. If you've been with us a long time as an audience member, you've heard some of this composer's works before. So what you've mostly heard mostly heard thus far are not original compositions. They're adaptations that were not originally written for flute choir. Beethoven didn't write any pieces for flute choir because he was missing out. But now there are people who write exclusively for flute choirs, or almost entirely for. This composer is Jonathan Cohen. He's based in Maryland, and he had almost no compositional background. He studied engineering, and then took to writing for flute choir because of his involvement in his local chapter in Maryland. And now he's a composer whose flute choir works are performed all over the world. He's one of the top tier composers for this type of ensemble. And he has a great sense of humor. He's a contrabass player, which is like the giant flute. We don't have one here today, but the big flute. This piece is called Latin Verbs, but usually he gets a little more creative and titles things like Flutes and vegetables, or what's like another weird one that we've done? I can't remember. Anyway, if you look up his stuff, he's an entertaining gentleman. And he spends a lot of time in Chicago now, so he's also sort of a regional flute figure. So this is Latin verbs, 3 different movements of verbs about love. program in front of me, so I'm asking them for tips. This is the last piece before intermission. Those of you who have been to our concerts, this is review information. You won't be tested later. Those of you who are new, there are snacks over here. You are welcome to enjoy your snack in this area, or in this area, or in that area. It is a free snacking zone, free range snacking. So we're really excited to be able to offer snacks in this space. You guys have been with us, many of you, at a lot of different locations, and snacks are sort of a tenet of our concert experience. And so the Flute Choir has outdone themselves as usual, and there are lots of treats over there to be had. So please enjoy. As Wolf said, the restrooms are in the back. And this is a dance style, told you, that blends Cuban street dance and slow romantic ballroom. So you'll hear sort of elements of both, but this is the rumba. Thanks so much. We'll see you guys in about 10 minutes.
How are you?
Hey, you know.
played yesterday.
There, because I was French and I don't know. Just the next meeting.
No, one of them. They're out for a reason.
You guys have an apartment or nothing?
Needing assistance. So she's out.
We went this morning and I walked here
And yesterday he played regularly. Yeah, he's here. So I got to see him.
We walked by the art. Yeah, yesterday. You can see the line.
Yeah, exactly.
Where the water was running. It's like 2
Yeah, and also, I was the one to pick up picture. Yeah, that's good.
I think we passed that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, to prove we were good.
Nobody's up here.
We did not know.
Yeah, this is an alto.
Yeah. And it's a big step. I'm not used to it.
Nobody blink.
Are we in or too wide?
Nope, I think I've got you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Do another one. And one more. Here you go. You're welcome.
Nice.
Looks good.
Okay. Thank you so much. Nothing. Julie, did you have I know. Yeah. Yeah, you did. And then I'm to get one. Yeah. To get like one. No, it was very different. Every so they're like, don't blink, don't blink. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they're reading. Yeah, they're reading.
Her parents are texting us to make sure there's no flooding.
Yeah. Seems like oh, good. Good, good. And there was only a little bit of water coming here.
Yeah, we didn't come down. You know, when we were taking the cemetery, what the hell? We went right by Ravenwood.
I know.
Ravenwood is completely shut down.
You saw that in the news too.
Yeah, I didn't know that at the time.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I rounded up Rick.
I'm so glad you got to meet her dad yesterday.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Rick often said, you guys are my husband.
Oh, really?
Transfer.
We kind of put our space with the kept running, bond over engineering and cars. I don't know if you know
I'd love to hear the truth of that. That's kind of their social life now is have exercise.
What did you think of it? She had children.
No, July. Yeah, so they came out, my sister and her family came out in June after that. Spent a couple weeks with us. And went out to obviously very good a good amount of time because a lot of times with the niece and nephew, like, oh, I saw you for 2 days and I didn't know anything about you. Yeah. Does she live in holidays or you? Awesome. Yeah.
What more is it?
Oh, that's a lot of people. My sister, also. Not yet. They're going to October. My knee has a fall break here. Yes. Yeah. They actually came, and Jamie came with them because it was her first time flying without anybody else. So she was like, let me just go to Jordan and meet them, and we can all go together. It's very like pros and cons. I don't find one to be better. Romania is way more materialistic. Infrastructure is more developed. There's more variety in grocery stores. There's more variety in restaurants. There's parks. There's trains. And in Tunis, I could speak the language and we have a cultural I was thinking about, do you still speak a little bit?
A little bit, but it's been
Yeah.
years. I have a friend in
Yeah, I look good when I have to, but then when it's like, we both speak very good English and I speak like medium Arabic and you're fluent, it's like, what? Yeah. Sounding good. Yeah, I can read, but I have to sound out. Vocabulary is very beginner in terms of like formal Arabic, reading the news or something. I definitely struggle. It's interesting. It's Latin based. The grammar is kind of relatable to Romance languages. I studied French in college. Yeah. And then a lot of it, you'll be like, hey, that looks like a French word, that looks like an Italian word. And then they'll have a word that's Turkish or something. And so it's completely different. It's all mixed up.
Told me that your flight Monday?
Yes, Monday, or tomorrow night. Yeah.
That's good. One more time. I bet there's another person coming.
right, we're gonna slowly make our way back, but if you're in line for snacks, just keep getting your snack, it's fine. We're happy for you to eat snacks while we're playing. We're happy for you if you're like, just, man, that cookie was fire, and you need to get up in the middle of a song and get it. That's also fine. We're not here to stand in the way of you and your cookie consumption. All right, let's take a break. All right, so first of all, I promise at some point to tell you about the instruments. Many of you have heard this spiel 20 times. You can just like scroll your phone while I talk about it, but I promise to tell you about the instruments for those of you who are new here. But before we do that, I have an unprogrammed piece for you. It is not on your printed program. As those of you who are Indy Wins lifers know, we have been around since 2011, and we've become very much like a family. We're a close-knit community. Many of these people are friends outside of flute choir rehearsal, and it's just really great to see everybody come together and support each other in all sorts of phases of life and things like that. So, like any family or community, we are also hit with hard times from time to time. And this summer, we had two particularly gutting losses. Rebecca Norton, who's not here today, her last concert was the one that we did previously. She was my high school student, and now she has 3 babies and is moving all over the state. But she lost her sweet son, James, this summer as a stillbirth. And we were just gutted to hear that from such a bright and shining family. And then we also had this group started with 10 people in my living room, and Janie was one of those people. Janie has been with us since the very beginning, and her husband, Michael, was one of our #1 fans, and he passed away just a few weeks ago, and we will be so sad to not get to share our concerts with him moving forward, but are so grateful for the role that he's played, and for all of you who show up for us time after time. We're so happy to have you guys as a part of our community. So we are going to be playing as a tribute to the two of them, and of course to Janie. We'll be playing an arrangement of Ashokan Farewell. is the third time I have thrown the baton off the music stand in case you've placed bets. All right, back to it then. The next piece is titled El Cumbanchero. And the title, I was like, this is going to be a great translation. I was really excited about it. The title just means the person who plays the tambora. I was like, all right, well, I guess that's fine. So the tambora is a lively drum used in Latin American music. It's very rhythmically driven, and you'll often hear the whole flute choir playing in the same exact rhythm, which is kind of like a cool effect. The same very complicated rhythm, which they are going to play perfectly. And we've had zero discussions about this whole rehearsal cycle. So this is El Cumbanchero. Okay, how many people have been to Brazil? Look, see? I knew there'd be at least one. So this, I'm not, well, you have programs. I can't even like fool you. Sometimes I don't have a program and I can trick you into like, you're gonna know this one. Anyway, you are gonna know this one. But this is the Girl from Ipanema. It's Brazilian bossa nova, which first appeared around the 1950s and has its roots in jazz, which if you didn't know bossa nova had its roots in jazz, once you listen and you have that little factoid, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, duh. And so many bossa nova tunes are now treated as jazz standards, as is this one, The Girl from Ipanema. And this arrangement is great. We've done this in the past before, but not to put any pressure on Rick, but the addition of percussion on this piece has been crucial to us. And we're just so grateful to have him with us. Thank you so much for being such a great part of our family. All right, let's do it. If you have to get up and dance, I will forgive you. But. That was a nice feature there. You got to hear a lot of different instruments. It's probably time to talk about the instruments. I had the bass flute stand up, had piccolo player stand up, Karen. Also, from the number of hands raised, I feel like it's time for us to plan an Indy Wins trip to Brazil. I mean, like, would you guys go? Yeah, see? I gotta take her. We could fundraise for that. All right, this is for a later conversation. Don't, Mary Sue, make a note to remind me about a trip to Brazil. Okay, anyway, let me tell you about the instruments just for a quick second. So most of the instruments, they're all flutes that you see up here. Most of the instruments are C flutes, not like C flutes, C flutes. And they're the ones that you used to play, or your niece or nephew plays, or grandchild plays. They're in all the bands and the orchestras, and everybody's got one in their basement somewhere. Then there are also tiny flutes, which are piccolos. And there they are, and they're so high-pitched, and your cat just loves them. And then, because it's a choir, and we need to fill out the low end, the thing that Beethoven wasn't privy to is the big flutes. The technology wasn't there yet, the evolution of the instrument wasn't there yet, so we have alto flutes, which can be curved or straight, and that's because the straight alto, you can still reach it with your arms, but the bass flutes have to be curved because nobody has go-go gadget arms yet. I really don't like to limit ourselves, so, and then there is one larger, it's in our logo, you can see it's shaped like the number 4, or like, is that the number 4 or backwards 4? Backwards 4? I don't know, it's upside down. It's a giant flute, it's called the contrabass flute, and it's right here, and I should have made you prepare to give them the facts about it. One of our contrabass players who was unable to join us this session is here making an audience cameo. But we will have both of our contras back doing, I'm sure, a hilarious duo arrangement of some Christmas Carol at our December show. So if you're not following us on Facebook, make sure to find us there, or email us iwflutechoir@gmail.com so that you can be on our mailing list. And that's how you'll know about all the fun events and when we're going to Brazil. So you don't want to miss it. We're really fun. Okay, we can't do a Latin program without a tango. Tango's a traditional dance. We should have made this a drinking game. How many times is she going to say traditional dance? That has its origins in Argentina and Uruguay. So again, trained tango dancer volunteers, there's a whole walkway right here for you to take advantage of. Okay, I thought of another piece that we should have included on a Latin program that would have gotten you a very wonderful and engaged audience involved. I think we've done it before. Have we done tequila before? Have we? Tequila. No? We gotta find an arrangement of, okay, next, in 3 years, you guys are gonna attend another Latin concert by us, and, because that's, you know, we gotta wait 3 years to repeat the theme. But anyway, earlier we talked about clever titles for songs, and I picked this one solely based on the title. What was the name of the one about Carl, the beach flute? Last session we did a piece called Flute-nado, which is like Sharknado, but flutes. And this session we're doing a piece called Florito, which is like a burrito, but flutes. And that's really all I have to tell you about this piece. I was so tickled by the title, I was like, sold, I'm gonna buy that one. thank you, thank you. All right, we've got two more. I know, don't worry, we can do this again in a couple of months. This next one is from another, specifically for flute choir, composer. It's called Savor the Flavor, and it has a ton of very challenging rhythms, some of which were written, if anyone's friends with Michael Coolin, don't tell him I said this. Some of them were written in a very difficult to read manner in his score. And so our wonderful assistant conductor, Sam Stuckey, there he is. If you were here last time, you saw him conduct a bunch of works. Redid all of the parts and score to be like the most intuitive and easy for us to play, which was such a blessing. Everybody was much happier to read those parts than the originals. So here is the newly transcribed by Sam Stuckey version of Savor the Flavor. Our last piece, I learned a lot about from Alexa. Because I was sitting there asking Alexa, hey Alexa, give me some, can you play me some different arrangements of Tico Tico no Fuba? And Alexa goes, now playing Chico Chico no Fuba. And I was like, excuse you? And then I said, Alexa, stop. Alexa, why are you pronouncing it Chico Chico? And Alexa proceeded to tell me that in that particular dialect, T-I-C-O is pronounced Chico. So, you've learned a little fun thing from Alexa. Sorry. We are back in Brazil, soon for real. This is a Brazilian choro that first appeared in 1870 in Rio de Janeiro. The tune itself was written in 1917, but Brazilian choro appeared in 1870. And then it got widely popularized. You've probably heard it in a movie, you've heard it in another, you've heard an orchestra play it. If you've been to any of the ISO's kids concerts or pops concerts, you've heard me play it with them. That's where, I mean, it's just so widespread now. So Chico Chico no Fuba has a way more fun translation than El Cumbanchero. The title means the sparrow, and like Chico Chico means the sparrow, which is so cute, right? That it's a little bird. And the full translation means no sparrow in the cornmeal, which I think if you had a big vat of cornmeal would be really annoying if you had a sparrow in it. So this is our final piece on the program. Thank you guys so much for being here with us. We've had a blast with you. This is Chico Chico no Fuba.